feel like I went smaller though, just because I feel like you were gonna call with any queen though. Like,
yeah.
So I was like, if that queen hit your range, I feel like you're calling up to like 75.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. You would have had to go really big to get me to fold there.
Just double 2x pot.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you?
You probably would have got me, to be honest. Anyway, so ace 5-0, we flop the joint. We flop the wheel, 2, 3, 4, and I remember like sitting there with my girlfriend and being like, shout out my babe, by the way. Anyway,
Thank you. Gang.
this is the only tournament that she's ever railed my final table before. I've been in like major main events here in town with like 5-figure scores up top, and she's like, nah, I'm gonna wait till you're gonna win the bracelet, then I'll come and watch, which is completely valid.
I sympathize with you, like and like all accolades to my wife, like she will go watch me just play a regular daily tournament. Like,
sure,
yeah, she'll just show up and be like, is he winning? Is he what final table?
That's the support. That's a real one right there.
Yeah. There's a cut involved. You know what I'm saying?
So we flopped the joint.
15,000.
Flopped the joint 2, 3, 4, and I'm like, well, that's I remember turning to her and being like, gin, like we're just not like, because we've been running good, very good up until this point. And I was like, I guess we're just gonna keep running extremely well.
Like this is it, babe.
And you know what hadn't dawned on me? Like, it didn't dawn on me. Thank God it didn't, because I think it might have gotten in my head a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna raise you to 50. This is a $60,000 heads up match, which is a shit ton of money, especially for me then. Like, I mean, at any point in time.
Yeah, so winner gets like the 50 plus K, whatever. There's no chop.
I think, second was like 80, about 80 even, and first was like 134,000. So, about 60,000 we're playing for.
Oh.
And, so we flopped gin, and we bet maybe like 1/3 or something like that. I don't really remember exactly. And he calls, turns a king of diamonds, brings in the backdoor flush.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta think about what I want my sizing to be here. $70. I remember thinking like, okay, like I'm gonna jam river no matter what. Like I gotta size up. I sized up turn to get the SPR to 1 by river. I really thought I was gonna get you out of there with that bet.
70.
Did you want me to fold?
I really did not think you were gonna call this. Especially when the turn comes, like, I don't know. We'll see by the river, I guess. I don't know.
Interesting hand.
This is pretty interesting. I'm trying to think about. I'm like in the midst of thinking about one of my other biggest hands. No,
I know you're like talking about a bracelet hand, and now I got to talk about this shit. Like, what do I do? How's your speech play? Oh, it's pretty good.
This is so funny. This is a great spot where, like, if I knew exactly how to play heads up, I'd probably know what to do here. But since I don't, it's a little wonky.
A lot of chip shuffling going on.
I know. I'm like really trying to think what the best play here is. I don't want to look like a dummy,
You don't want to misplay your hand.
Yeah, I really don't want to misplay this. All right, I'm gonna go for it. All in.
I call.
All in.
Ah, you got it.
I have 9-10.
Oh, that's so brutal.
9-10.
How do you have? Because I'm thinking I can go for value here because I block the straight.
Oh, that's so.
Oh, I'm like, can I get a jack to call me here?
I think you have me covered though.
You know what's funny though is that I was thinking about checking to induce a bluff, so I was gonna snap call you even if I checked to be jammed.
I'll tell you right now that I was gonna bet 25% of the pot.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's super small. Like I was probably gonna go like 75,000, maybe 50,000.
What a bad turn after the check raise. Oh my god.
Well, I can't fold. The only reason I didn't fold is because I have the 9 of clubs. It's like, and plus I'm like,
that's
open-ended in position. Like
I think we both played that very well. Although I don't think I have to jam river is my only thing. I'm just thinking. Can I get?
Like my question is like, what are you trying to get to fold if you jam river? Just top pair hands or like?
I'm not trying to get anything to fold. I want you to call me with a jack or a worse queen.
So you want to put me in the blender essentially with like middle pair and like
Yeah.
Like, yeah, any pocket tens, pocket nines.
I'm thinking even if you have missed draws, right? Like if you have a missed flush draw, you're not going to call anything, right? So what's the point of going for value? The only reason, like, and if I check to you trying to induce a bluff, you're going to jam value and the bluff. Although I guess you said you weren't going to jam.
I think you're absolutely right. Like if you try to go value with a smaller bet on the river and like you leave the door open for me to jam, and then you're like, fuck, I only have top pair. Is that even good?
Right. Yeah, I'm fine with the way that I played it. I think that it's just a bad turn. Dang.
I think it was a great turn. I don't
yeah,
know
whatever.
What you're talking about.
Anyway, speaking of good turns,
you're king of whatever diamond.
Yeah, so I flop the joint, turns the king of diamonds, brings in the backdoor flush draw.
Yeah, you got the wheel.
Yeah, we size up, get the SPR to 1, rivers the 10 of diamonds, and brings in the flush. And I turn to my girlfriend and I say, "Well, if he has a flush, he has a flush. Like we're of course.
Yeah, you're like
we're jamming here.
This is my moment.
Yeah, I'm never not going. I like going for value on the rivers. You can tell.
100%.
Although I was a little stronger in that hand. But so I jam and he snaps me off, and I just truly think in my heart of hearts, I'm like, this guy just has a flush. Like I can't believe.
Oh, dude, yeah, you're like.
I can't believe that just happened.
But then again, I think heads up though, it's like.
But it just the way he snapped, like he didn't.
Oh,
he didn't even consider it.
Not even like 3 seconds. He's a click,
just
boom,
immediately, and I was like, oh, like my heart sank for a split second until I saw that he had king 10.
Yeah,
and
I think that opens the door for like. You're like, okay, if he's at the top of his range, it's like, it's gonna be a flush, or it's a set, or it's like maybe it's a better straight with 5-6, and he just got spicy, like.
Right. Yeah. Well, I thought.
What did he end up having?
King 10. He had king 10 for the runner 2 pair, which is just like dream.
Like, oh god,
like how good do I run? Like I flop the joint, and then I just get the dream run out to get all the value. Like,
yeah. So then he has the same thought essentially that you're having, it where he's like, fuck it, if this guy has a straight or a set, whatever.
It is what it is.
Like, he's like, this is heads up. We're playing for a bracelet.
Just river 2
Never
pair.
folding. Went runner, perfect. I check. Yeah. And then he's like, yeah. And then all of a sudden he just runs into it as you set the trap. Like,
dude, I was so stoked on it. Literally, like, yeah. So incredible. Honestly, it felt like a dream. Like I was like, just getting there, huh?
Just
getting there. Well.
Turn the nuts, river the nuts, whatever nuts. If they're peanuts, just give them to me.
I guess it's not getting there when you're ahead the whole way, but.
So my question to you is, what happens what happens after the year after like a bracelet win? You know, like, because the post year after I won my big event, it was like downswing after downswing after downswing, like. And it was just like awkward losses, and like I went on trips and like went to like try to pursue poker full time, and like it just chunked out like a lot of my, I don't know, I think the word is like mental evaluation of what poker could be, should be, and how I handle it.
Sure. So
like, what happened to you after your post bracelet win?
Yeah, so. I was on cloud 9. Obviously, I was like I could not be happier. It was more money than I've even been close to having in my life.
Walking around with gold on your fucking arm.
I mean, yeah, and just like obviously it was a lifelong dream come true, and obviously, it gave me license to just think that like I could do this full time and like be successful at it. You know, I had success leading up to it
for sure,
and
20,000. Oh.
And so I didn't quit my job, and then and I would never at any point consider myself a professional poker player. I was always what I considered a semi-professional. I never quit my day job.
Yeah.
I was always a dealer, but I went part-time at work, and I just started
55.
There's such a weird lead. I guess you can lead. I don't think that I can fold, but I guess you can lead some flush draws sometimes. Again, I don't really study a lot of heads up, so like, is that a thing? Like leading turn draws?
I don't know. I view heads up as like similar to like when you raise a hand and you get called by the big blind. You're 100% winning. I have 4 high.
Okay, I have a king. I've never folded.
Oh well, then yeah. I was trying to get like all other hands to fold.
I'm like, why are you leading that king? I was like, what is happening right now? Is that a thing? Do you lead like turn draws in heads up? I don't know.
I like to keep it balanced.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Sometimes I float like ace king there. Like I'll
sure. So it obviously gave me license to pursue poker as like a serious venture, and I threw myself into it completely. Like you said, similar to you, even though it was already like, you know, the most important thing in my life, but I was working a full-time job before my bracelet win. Like,
for sure.
Going part-time, like I just started like, yeah, you know, if I wasn't obsessed before, I was definitely obsessed then.
Yeah.
And just threw myself at it completely. And
don't mind me, I'm just gonna.
Please.
I'm off right here.
Please.
Sponsored by.
I want to cut of that sponsor money, please. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Gotta fund this venture somehow. Doors open, people.
All right. Hey. But you come to find out when you throw yourself at poker completely, it's pretty tough, man. It's tough out there, you know.
Next thing you know, you're 30 pounds heavier, and like you just haven't been to the gym in like 6 months.
So so the following year, I travel around, you know, like I went to the LAPC. I started playing a ton online.
Went to Vegas. Went to
Thunder Valley, Vegas trips, Thunder Valley. I'm all over the place. I'm having some successes, nothing major, but like, you know,
the traveling was fun, but like the poker was like rough.
Traveling is fun, but yeah. And then nearing like the end of 2024, I just went into like the biggest downswing that I've ever. Obviously, like, you know, having such a significant bankroll, like I just, you know, just down in the dumps. Like basically, like. After like a couple months, like you start to question, you're like, do I really even know how to play poker? Like, I don't even know if I remember how to win at this game.
It leaves you like you play a hand and then like you lose a hand and you just like you're staring at the table like wondering.
Yeah. And
like the last 7 times I've played this, I've lost this hand, but like statistically, I should have won like 6 out of 7 of those.
At least one of those.
Like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, and. You know, and honestly, after a while, like, you start to, like, not even enjoy playing anymore. At least for me, like, after a while, like, I was really just kind of,
I think finding other hobbies helps.
Yeah, poker, you're absolutely right. Like, it was the only thing that I had in my life, and it was, like, my only obsession, and,
15,000.
I think that I was even, like, playing bad, because, like, I just didn't want to be there half the time. Like, I was there because I felt like it's where I had to be.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like, I have to go play. Like,
it's a compounding effect. It's like, you lose pocket aces, and then, like, you lose pocket aces, and you lose like, the third or fourth time you get pocket aces, you start playing it differently, and it's like, that's not how you should be playing.
Right, now you're playing, aces. Now you're just playing bad.
Like, I'm going to limp it because I want to trap it. And it's like, okay, now you have this, like, compounding effect of, like...
I never limped aces, but, you know, I know what you're saying.
There's certain times I've done it, like,
I know what you're saying.
You want to set a trap under the gun and, like, you have an active table, like...
Sure. I know what you're saying. This is a bad river.
My assessment is that, like, every time you've had a good read, you've had a good read.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't try to speech play me, Kasey.
I'm not.
Don't do that to me right now.
You have been right, like, every single time.
It's a bad river. I think that, like, a lot of your, like, even, like...
Tells me you have, like, just a 9 or a 10 or maybe Queen Jack or something.
Good read.
With one of those hands?
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like I don't like that king. This might be a really bad fold, honestly, because I'm blocking, like...
half of the king range?
See, this is the problem with talking, too, because now I'm, like, trying to rebuild the hand. I'm like, what happened pre-flop? What did we do? Did you limp?
You opened 15.
Yeah.
I called 15.
You just called, right? You didn't limp. Yeah. All right, I fold.
I'll show you one.
I don't care.
Which one do you want?
I'll see this. I'll see it.
I'll
see it later.
I'll show you. I want to see your reaction in real time.
Okay. The right one. My right.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
Does it change anything in what you think I had?
I still think you could have had ace 4 or king 4, I think. Either of those is completely likely. Not that you did, but I think it's possible.
I think it's a good assessment.
Yeah. So come, what was it? WSOP 2024. I go down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go down to Vegas and
your bankroll's like stacked. Your
bankroll's good. My confidence is like, okay. Like, you know, I think like, all right, like I didn't do good last year. I'm going to do good this year. Like this is my time.
Great.
And
15,000.
Again, bracelet events just got good mollywop. Just, I did good. I final tabled a daily. I went deep into Venetian event. Like, we definitely had more success. Like, I was much more studied. I felt a lot better. I felt more confident as a player. But yeah, bracelet events are just eluding me.
Yeah. You're like, I thought this was fucking easy.
Yeah, watching it on TV, like, it just seems like everybody's like winning and having a good time, and yeah, I don't know. But so we had a little bit of success, but then through the rest of 2024, like, just
12,000.
Pretty brutal downswing all in all. Like, just couldn't really win. Just could not like string together anything. Couldn't go deep.
Well, 100%, I'd agree with that. Like, dude, like, after I won my Run Good series, it was the same thing. Like, we went out to Vegas, like 5 times that year, and like, we went for the WPT, we went for the Venetian Deep Stacks, went for the World Series, and it was like, I'm gonna go for a week at a time and play these certain events, and it was like, my wife was super great because she also helped me schedule like days off, because I'm like, I know I need a day off, but I'm stupid enough not to know when to plan it.
Sure.
So it's like,
5 and 5, 3,000.
So, you know, I was like, well, let me see what the schedule's like. It's my second rodeo. You know, I can figure out how to fucking plan this thing. So what I did was, like, I'm gonna go 2 or 3 days.
15,000.
2 or 3 days playing an event, and then day off, pool party, whatever. I don't care, whatever she wants to do. We're gonna go to dinner, make reservations, and then day 3, 4, 5, and 6, whatever. And then it's like, now I'm gonna go back and grind for a couple days.
Right.
Like, I think the hardest thing is planning a couple days of poker and then actually playing.
Right.
Raise 55,000.
See, this is where I don't really know good heads-up strategy.
Don't absolutely know. This is where I'm trying to be balanced.
This is probably, I mean, it's probably a fold. I mean, actually, it's probably not even probably a fold. It's definitely a fold. Yeah, I just don't.
You have like Queen 7?
No, not even. It's 5-3 suited. Oh, I just don't want to fold because it's a
fold.
A suited one gap. I feel like people are gonna watch this and be like, how does this guy have a bracelet? He has no idea what he's doing. And it's true. I don't know how to play heads up at all. I'm a tournament player. Like,
well, your strategy was just flop the nuts and fucking get it in.
Flop the nuts and go. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Honestly, so since the end of 2024, I actually haven't been playing a lot of poker. I haven't been playing much poker at all, actually.
Yeah, you took a break, right? Like,
yeah, I decided to take a step back from the game because, like you said, trying to pursue poker full time, it's obviously not a requirement, but it's definitely not the healthiest of things. Like, you're sitting all day long, you're in casinos, you're not cooking, you're eating junk food, kind of.
Oh, dude, like I said, gained like
15,000.
Gained like 20 pounds, fucking.
Yeah, like I was in the worst shape of my life. 100%.
That's what happened to me after I like went to Vegas like 4 or 5 times. It was like, dude, you just find yourself sitting in a casino grinding at poker tournaments, and I'm like 20 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
And I'm
like this is.
I like poker, but I don't like gaining weight.
No.
Yeah. 15,000.
Let's see. I don't even have a diamond to continue with.
Neither do I. If you donk, that's your fault.
Yeah, well, I'm good at that. Hey, I already tried to get it in. All right, I wasn't.
That's what she said. Tried my hardest.
Tried my hardest, man. So I took a break from poker. I've stepped back a lot in 2025. I've tried to refocus and just try to get my health under control. I back in the gym. I started training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu again, which is something that I did. I trained
that's sick for Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah. I trained for 5 years. I got my purple belt in 2020 or 20. I got my purple belt in 2018. Is that right? Yeah, in 2018, and then I stepped away when I turned 21 and started dealing.
Mm-hmm.
So and then I was off 7 years.
15.
And just recently got back into it at like the end of last year, and I feel great, man. I'm in the best shape. I'm like not quite in the best shape of my life, but I'm getting there. You know what I mean?
Raise 60,000.
Oh.
You're at the right age though, where you want to be in the best shape of your life.
So I'm saying, I think that by the time I'm like, give me like 2 years, and I'm gonna be rolling.
I think it's very hard to like have
the turn.
A day job and play poker and like have also hobbies on the side. Like jiu-jitsu, day job, poker. It's like one of those three is going to take a hit when you're doing something.
Yeah. Especially when you're like, I don't know, just completely committed to one of them. You know what I mean?
Like obviously. It's like
you have to find balance, obviously. All right, thinking 40 years.
Take your time.
Yeah, whatever. I don't want to hear it from you, buddy.
Make the wise decision that you can. The best one.
I think we're definitely going to put in the bet. Go 75.
75,000.
What did you start the hand with?
Not a lot. 280 maybe.
Right. 60, 70, 130. All in.
All in.
Is betting for protection? I don't know.
It tells me you have one pair.
What's that?
That tells me you have one pair.
Good analysis there.
You have a king?
No, this would be a much easier decision if I had the king. The problem is that I block the nuts is the issue. So it's like I don't think you're raising with
7-9 or 7-8.
I don't think you're raising with 8-9. I mean, you could, of course, but it'd be pretty unfortunate. But I mean, I guess you could also just have like 6-7, king 6, king 7 heads up, right? You could just have any random 2-pair combo, king 10. King 10 actually does make a lot of sense if you like raise your top pair, turn 2-pair, check to me, and then jam. Also, what are your bluffs here? I guess you can have like 4-5 of diamonds. Makes somewhat amount of sense.
I think you're overthinking this already. You've named way too many hands for me to comprehend.
You think so?
No.
I haven't named that many hands.
I like your analysis. I was having fun. I'm having fun, actually.
Ah, man.
There's I can't even tell you. Like you've said it already, but whether you're right or wrong just makes me.
Yeah. I don't think I can call. I think I gotta let it go.
Fold.
If you bluff me, you bluff me. That's okay. I don't really want the conversation to end, to be honest with you. I think I want to make a good comeback. Okay, yeah, king 10. Makes a lot of sense.
So the only hand you named by fucking, like, you actually named. You're like, nah, king 10 makes way too much sense. This is the part of poker that I love. It's where, like, I know certain people have, like, a certain skill set to, like, actually do stuff. And, like, I don't, like, there's certain times I've seen you play in action where you've named hands like that. And, like, when you're watching someone else, like, go through the rhythm of, like, calling and, like, naming hands, like, you're like,
thank you.
I'm like, God, that's fucking amazing. Like what? Like, it makes me question myself. Like, what did I do to tip you off that I had king 10? Like, how can I change that? Now,
sure.
I want you to fucking think that I'm like, oh shit, this guy's bluffing me. I'm like, when I have the nuts.
Right.
And the problem is,
raise 13,000.
Like the problem is like you run into those like statistical hands where, like you said, you're like, I was betting for protection. And now you're like, fuck, now I have to fold. Like,
yeah, probably a bad turn bet, honestly, because I can get there on the river. I should probably just. This is exactly why I need to study more heads up. Is I just did I mention I haven't been playing a lot lately?
Yeah. You said something about that. Yeah.
But I'm in good shape, so that's a good
right.
That's a good trade-off. You know?
1 or 2 hands and you're in it. Okay.
So you want to know my goals for the future?
I do actually want to know your goals.
20,000.
I think your goals are somewhat how my goals end up.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
Well, my goals right now are not poker related. I'm right now. I'm kind of just treating poker. I'm falling back in love with the game. Like I'm really enjoying it. Just kind of playing it casually.
It's a good goal.
Check. And check.
I have a 5.
Showtime.
That's a pretty good hand. Hey. Especially when I got deuces.
Pair 5.
We're crawling back. No, so my goal is really, I just really want to treat poker as like
a hobby, not a fucking primary goal.
Yeah, like I said, I never considered myself a professional poker player. Definitely semi-professional, but
that's a term that I think people throw around more often than they should.
Yeah, I agree.
Professional, like I ask people always like. I will say this: people have asked me, and people always ask me. It's like, I've been at the World Series, and people are like, "Are you a professional player?" And I'm like, "What's your definition of professional?"
Right? What do you mean professional? Have I made most of my money from poker in the last couple of years?
No.
Yes.
Well, actually, like it depends. Sorry, like
what years?
Like,
yeah.
Like I have a day job, but I also play poker a lot. Like,
right.
Have I played on TV? No. Like.
Right.
Do I even look at this? Oh, no. I probably would have folded.
Yeah, so I don't really. I just want to treat. I want to fall back in love with the game. I want to enjoy
100%.
watching it. I want to enjoy playing it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I am. Like stepping away for these last few months, it's been really good for me. Like not only physically but mentally. And so now I just want to have a more healthy relationship with it. And just.
I think that's the key part of it. Is like that's a similar path I took. Is like I did the same thing. Like after that first rough year, it was like. Like, not to make it like, I don't want to make it weird, but my dad passed away, and like, I had a lot of shit going on. I lost my job, like that I actually moved to Reno for, and
Sure.
like, it was like, dude, what the fuck is happening? Like, just all this outside like chaos was going on, and at the same time, like, I couldn't win a single fucking hand at poker,
Right.
and it was like, I had to take a step back, and it was like, that 6-month break, I think, brought me into realization
15,000
that I don't know, there's more to the game than life, like I guess in a sense. So
fold.
Yeah, it was tough, but at the same time I came back and like I played and it was like do I feel it as much as I used to? And it's like I went to the World Series. I only played one event at the World Series last year.
Sure.
But then I came home and it was like I took another month off. And I tried to do the same thing that you said. I want to fall in love with the game again.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, like in the month of August, it was like I won like 4 events online, and then I played like one of the daily events, and I won an event, and I was like, that's what it's like to fucking actually like do things right. Like it's like I do like this game.
Right.
Like,
raise 15,000.
Yeah, and it's easier to play like when you're having a good time. You feel more confident. You feel like I don't know.
No, absolutely.
Walked into that one. I tried to get sneaky there. I didn't try to get sneaky. I tried to get zesty.
Oh, this getting zesty too.
Oh, I had 7 deuce.
Oh.
But yeah, so
I bet in 7 deuce.
I bet you did. Hard not to.
But yeah, and like going back to fucking trying to get back into the rhythm of playing, it was like it's up and it's down, it's up and it's down. It's like I don't think that anything that you and I have gone through is any different than like what the pros have gone through. If you go to Hendon Mob and you look through like Phil Ivey, if you look through like Alex Buxton or Jeremy Osmus, like they have
raised 15,000.
A similar path that I think you and me are on the path for, where like the first 4 or 5 years that they've started poker, it was like one big win, and then like 10, 5, 10K captive, here in the next 2 or 3 years. And I think you and I are on the similar trajectory of that.
Yeah.
It's just you're figuring out the rough patches of like how to do that.
It's certainly non-linear. You know what I mean? Like you definitely have. It's going to be, especially in tournament poker, like you're going to have so many ups and downs and like rough patches that last.
Longer than they should.
Just exorbitant amount of times, amount of time, and it's being able to come to terms with that and cope with that and like know that it's just okay. Like it's not the end of the world. Like you're gonna get through it as long as you keep your nose to the grindstone and like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. $55,000.
Pretty bad turn.
For you or me?
I'm not really deep enough to float here. I'm just gonna have to let it go. Sad days. See, this is the problem with being short stack. Now I can get bullied. Now you can just keep putting the pressure on me. Yeah. Ah. Fair. That's fair.
It's only fitting that was right after you had 7 dudes.
I had a 6 and a bad club. It's not like I can really keep calling you there.
100% balancing right there.
It's just like a terrible board too after you.
That's like my favorite part of poker is like when you're trying to balance and you're like, this is a great spot to balance. Because I'm usually not aggressive, and when I am aggressive, like I have a really good hand. And like now I have a terrible hand, and I can be aggressive and
put the pressure on.
Exactly. But then when you have a great hand and you limp, and it's like, oh, this is a fucking terrible board for my limping hand.
Right.
15,000.
Eat away your stack.
I mean, yeah. I'm just having such a good conversation with you. I don't want to go away yet, but it may be time.
Life happens. I'm gonna have to make a part 2.
Well,
Harley Brooks part 2.
You can always have me back. That's I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah. 15,000.
So you win that one. That was good.
That's good.
I had 10 high.
Let's go.
Not even one back door.
All right, I got to bust or double up here real quick. Anything else you want to ask me before I bust?
Yeah, I do. What's your next plan? What's the next stage?
Oh yeah, my goals.
Yeah, like what's the next stages of Harley Brooks' life? Like
so
you're getting back into it. You're on the horse again.
I was saying that I think it's really important to have goals, like overarching life goals, right? And for me, for a long time, I think it's like important to visualize it and for manifesting it, right? For me, for a long time, it was winning a bracelet. Like
do you meditate, like, or do any of that sort of stuff?
I don't do a lot of like.
I
do meditate every now and then. It's not like a consistent practice of mine.
I'll say it is a consistent practice of mine. Like, yeah, like so every morning I'll wake up and then go outside and like in the summertime I'll walk like out to the hillside out here and then just freaking sit out there, stare at the city, like have my headphones on.
50.
Raise 50,000.
This the one?
Do you feel like it like really grounds you? Like you really like
I do. Like especially like when you're running bad or like having a bad session or a bad week or something like that. I'm like everybody has a reset button and you gotta like hit that reset button. Whatever it is. Like fucking some people smoke cigarettes, some people like go outside and like me personally I like to meditate and go outside.
Sure.
But when like I like to do it in the morning though, like on those hot summer days, like when it's not too hot out, you can walk out there and take my dog out there and like outside. But that's a key part of it.
Right. Yeah, I don't meditate nearly as much as I should, but I like to visualize and like I said, I like to have overarching goals, like things to work towards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Check.
And right now, my overarching goal, the thing that I want to continue to work towards for a long time is I want to try to get my black belt. I want to try to get my black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Black belt?
Yeah. Which, I think I'm a purple belt right now, and I'm just getting back in, so it's going to take me a little bit. But, 6-7 years of consistent training, I think that's well within the cards for me.
Now, is that 6-7 years of, like, since you started, or is, like, starting from now?
So with my already 5 years of training.
So it's like since you already started.
Yeah, it takes about 10 to 12 years to get a black belt in jiu-jitsu if you're training like not every single day, I can't fold. I'm going to go all in.
All in?
I think I've almost already invested exactly too much. How much is he all in?
So I was trying to look it up, and I'm trying to find out if there's anybody in the world that has both a WSOP bracelet and a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. And the best I could find is a guy named Terrence Chan who has a purple belt, same as me.
Oh, shit.
Although I saw his Instagram. I don't know if he could have a black belt. I don't know. But last post that I saw, he had a purple belt.
He's all in for 23,000 more.
Put it in.
I have nothing.
Oh, good.
Player calls.
I have
overs?
3 outs.
Oh, give it to him.
With backdoor diamonds and okay.
You don't have backdoor diamonds. Get out of here.
You're right. I guess make the turn to 7 or an 8.
Okay, fine.
7 or an 8.
Oh, That's bad for you.
I know it is.
Let's go! You boys are going nowhere. I'm coming back.
95, 98 is the total. Got 100.
So
I was trying to make you fold.
Yeah, well, I saw that, but yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing, but if it isn't, I'm gonna train my ass off, and I'm gonna try to become the first, maybe the second person in the world to have both WSOP Bracelet and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
That's totally fair. I mean, like, that's more belts than I would have. I don't know how many belts. Like, I don't know. I guess that's cool. Like, I appreciate side hobbies for people who like do like, cause like my thing is like, other than like playing poker, I also like to like play golf and stuff. And
sure,
that's a hobby I picked up when I moved to Reno. I never played in Washington because it fucking rained all the time. But moving here, it was like, oh dude, you can play fucking golf. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is what the fuck is this?
15,000.
Yeah, I absolutely love jiu-jitsu. I think that it's, similar in some regards.
65,000.
Did I double up and make you mad? What the heck?
Yeah, you pissed me off.
You
fucking
pissed me off, man.
Shit. You're raising the button too much. I'm exploiting you.
Uh-huh. I know, I probably should be limping more. But I figured, you don't want to be here all night, do you?
I don't care. I live here.
Well, I don't. I gotta go to work in the morning.
That's your choice.
I still have a day job. I told you I'm not broke.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, I love jiu-jitsu because it's, well, for many reasons, but I think one of the big ones, it's similar to tournament poker where you learn to lose. And, like, you can't.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
discipline.
Yeah, but, like, you just lose so often, especially when you first start out in jiu-jitsu. Like, you just get your ass beat nonstop every single day for months on end.
15,000.
And you have some successes here and there, and it's similar to tournament poker in that, like, you have some successes, you just lose so often, and you just have to be okay with that and learn how to take it on the chin, you know what I mean?
100% I believe that.
Yeah, and yeah, it definitely builds character and builds resilience.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just love it, and I just love, like, 25?
25,000.
I also love sparring. Like, I just love, like, hitting a sweep on somebody, hitting a slick submission.
Call.
Jam. Shout out All Ground Jiu-Jitsu.
I want to see that. I want to see you spar somebody. Beat the shit out of them.
I gotta get, well, like I said, I'm not that good. I gotta get my,
35.
I gotta get back to how I was before I took my break. You want to call me light, don't you?
Dude,
I know you do.
You don't even know how
you
light.
do.
You have no idea how light I want to call you. Like, if you name the hand right now, I will call you.
Queen 9.
Oh God, you're so close. You got one of the cards right. I have a feeling there's so many missed draws in there, but also like a lot of draws that hit. But like, the bet size just screams value. I block a few of the draws that you could have had.
Fold.
I'll figure it out.
So, do you want to see it now? Do you want to see it later?
I was like, I'll see it, motherfucker. All right. How many chips do you have?
He's coming back. Yeah, so I'm not going to be playing a lot of Palooza. But what about you? I'm going to grind it out.
I will say this. I've never attempted to try to go for player of the Palooza because I know that the points are heavily weighted for 2 events.
Sure.
But I think actually this year, because of the schedule change, I'm actually going to try to go for like player of the Palooza.
Can you go for it?
Yeah.
I like it, man. I think that you're very likely to get it.
Just because
30,000.
They added.
Call.
Last time they played it, they had 4 PLO events, or 2 PLO events. Now they have 4 PLO events.
Sure.
And now they have 2 mixed games events.
You love your mixed games.
I do.
Check.
Not great. Although I do love some drama, huh?
Oh, how fucking weird, dude. Is the river red? No. Okay. Bring him to the river. Yeah, mixed games are awesome. People don't know how to fucking play them a lot. I say that with like kindness because people usually learn mixed game tournaments. Call, flop, lead, turn. Says that before he leads the turn.
45,000.
Acts like that 6 is a good turn card. Oh. I fucking think about this.
Didn't you win two mixed game events, PLO events last
Both back-to-back PLO champ right here.
Yeah, well, I'm back-to-back all-in or full champ, so...
15,000 more.
Yeah, thanks. All-in or full, yeah.
Talk about real skill, okay?
Hey, you play with 4 cards, then I'll fucking acknowledge your skill set here.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that. All-in?
All-in.
Oh, God. Your jam tells me you're not going for value.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't think you're going for value.
That's fair.
Can you count that for me? This might be a weird fucking hand.
150.
Don't know what to do here. Fucking put me in a blender.
Hard for you to have a 7. That's my thinking, is that I think hard for you to have a 7.
We got 152,000.
Oh, this is like, oh, fuck me, fucking fuck.
What would you do if you had 4 cards?
Depends on what the other 2 cards are. Are they blocking full houses? Are they blocking sets? Are they fucking... I might make like the right wrong decision here, like where it's like it's probably the right call at the wrong time. Where like you don't have the hand that I think that you have, but like, I raise, you call, I bet you call, and you lead into me on the turn.
I do.
That's the weird part.
I probably don't have the hand that you think that I have.
Someone once said this to me and they had pocket aces.
Pump fake.
Pump fake fold, dude.
Some people call that some people call that an angle.
152, and I put in fucking like a pot size fucking bet.
If nothing else, I'm happy that I put you in the blender. That I can take home with pride. Queen high.
Call. 5.
Oh, nice call. Nice call.
So it was so fucking close.
Nice call.
Oh my god. It was like just such a blundery fucking bet. Like,
I'm happy about it. Good game, sir.
Oh.
Well played.
I'm happy to take the crown. Harley Brooks. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me, Matt. This was a lot of fun.
Dude, it was like, honestly, the most fun I've had in a while. Not being weird.
No, not at all.